Hey football fans, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we got to talk about Dallas's victory over the Washington football team. It was a great game where Dallas was expected to win because Chase Young had torn his ACL a couple of weeks ago and Montez Sweat had tested positive for COVID, meaning that he wasn't going to be able to play that game. At first the game went a little bit like it should have gone. Dallas's offense ran out the clock, letting Washington have the ball for a very limited time, and the Dallas defense also dominated against Taylor Heinicke. Another important factor was that Dallas never gave up the lead. However, things got scary for Dallas after Washington scored a touchdown on a deep pass to Cam Sims. It was a great 50-50 ball. Heinicke threw the ball to where only Cam Sims was going to be able to catch it or have an incompletion. It was also a great effort by Trayvon Diggs, who tried to swat the ball away with his right hand. Washington scored again on a 4th and goal run. With the failed 2-point conversion, the score was 14-27. The objective of the Cowboys was to run out the clock at that point. However, Dak threw a pick six that made the game 20-27, Dallas still leading. I think at that point, everyone on the Cowboys fan base started having heart problems. When Dallas punted the ball again, Washington had a chance to tie the game. However, Kyle Allen, filling in for the injured Heinicke, fumbles the ball and it was recovered by the defense. That had been the 4th turnover by the Washington football team, and that last turnover is what gave Dallas the victory, 27-20. Having Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper, and CeeDee Lamb really helped Dak. However, I still felt that the Cowboys offense was not performing to their high expectations. I think the reason for that is that the Washington defense was still disrupting the offensive line despite missing 2 key starters. It also does not help that the running game has declined since Zeke's injury. The Washington secondary did a great job in limiting Dak to 211 yards and 2 interceptions. One interception was because Dak and CD had a little bit of miscommunication, and the last interception was because Dak didn't see the linebacker in front of Dalton Schultz. The Washington defense had 4 quarterback sacks, 2 interceptions, 5 quarterback hits, and 5 pass deflections. Even without 2 of their 4 big hitters, the Washington defense is still a force to reckon with. Dak and the Cowboys offense will have a chance of redeeming themselves as they face the New York Giants next week. Dallas's defense? I really don't have anything to say about them other than they came to play, and so did the Nitty Lion, aka Micah Parsons. I think by now we can say Micah has earned Defensive Rookie of the Year, maybe even Rookie of the Year. The question is, does he deserve Defensive Player of the Year? The only player to do that was Lawrence Taylor of the New York Football Giants. Micah was all over the field. He played defensive end and middle linebacker. As defensive end, he had 2 sacks and 1 forced fumble. That fumble was recovered by Dorrance Armstrong and returned for a touchdown. If he does end up winning Defensive Player of the Year, it is well deserved. Now we can talk about the rest of the defense. The Washington football team is not the greatest offense in the world. However, given the recent struggles of the Dallas defense, this game could have gone any other way. This was the first time all members of the Dallas defense played together. On the line, you had the leader DeMarcus Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong, Neville Gallimore, and Randy Gregory. That is 2 really good defensive ends and 2 good defensive tackles. Makes Micah in the line, and that'll disrupt the Washington offense. The Dallas defense had 5 quarterback sacks, 9 quarterback hits, and 1 fumble return for a touchdown. The secondary did their part as well with 1 interception and limiting the Washington pass game to 112 yards and 1 passing touchdown. It may not have been the prettiest win, but a win is a win. Dallas will be 3 games ahead of the division, and a win over New York will help them clinch the division, meaning that they will automatically make the playoffs. Washington will need to win out the rest of their games to keep the Eagles out of the playoffs and so that Washington can make the wild card. Alright guys, do you think Micah should win Defensive Player of the Year? I'm not going to ask about Rookie of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year because that's already a guaranteed win. Will the Cowboys offense reload and be ready for New York? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next week.